everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Now, today's video is about the year of 2022 coming to an end. This is the time of the year when we do look back and we also look into the future. Well, we always do that, but physically, emotionally, there is a rush. There's a rush to complete things, to get a certain closure. Like you look back how you were creating certain plans and how successful you were to complete those, to achieve those. So I wanted to do a general reading for all the 12 signs, what all we have learned this year, how the transits, major transits like Jupiter, Rahu, Ketu, Saturn, what kind of lessons we have learned, which area of life we were working the most, and also I will be doing an oracle reading for all the 12 signs, which will be so fun and inspiring again. So, just an attempt to talk about 2022 and the experiences and what we have learned, what our soul has witnessed, and what is the positive side of this year, like the thing which we can cherish. So, just a review of 2022. I hope you will find this analysis useful, maybe something inspiring for you. And the most amazing part of the end of 2022 is we will have a full moon in Taurus. So it's a gift. Moon is about mind, moon is about your personality, and then it's in Taurus, second house, which is about value, how much you value yourself, the values coming through family, the values coming through, the familiar environment. And the second house, Taurus, second house also represents your face. Okay, that is also an aspect of your personality through which the world recognizes you, and also you recognize yourself, like who you truly are. So, I think the best way how you can end this year is to look every day into the mirror and just say to yourself that, hey, whatever you did this year, whatever experiences were, you are amazing. And I really, really love you. You're amazing. So, this self talk is important. And it will bring a great release of what is not working for you, what is bothering you. Doing this work, looking into mirror, is amazing, and you have to talk positive to yourself. I'm trying to love you, I'm working on this, and I'm proud of you. You should just say that you're worth it. I'm proud of you. So this is the best way to end 2022. And yeah, full moon in Taurus, things are growing. Whatever is important to you, it will bring happiness, it will grow as well. Okay, so let's start with our analysis. See you next time. Take care. For Aries, the year of 2022 was about perseverance, patience. You have acquired this gift of strength, because there were many times this year when you almost give up. You were giving up on something. It's not just about profession, because Saturn was retrograde in the 10th house. It's not just profession, but overall your path, your approach towards life, where you are going, the direction you chose. You were having this feeling that, okay, I must stop, I must change my path, I must give up right now because it's not working and I'm exhausted. Because of course Saturn is your 11th lord, traveling 12 places away in the 10th house. So you know your direction, but still you're not reaching anywhere because you are tired. And Saturn gave you this lesson and you learned it so well. That patience you have achieved till now, you see how it will help you in the time to come. So I think a major trouble, a major problem or obstacle with respect to career is now going to resolve very soon. And this year, this year of 2022 is now ending with a full moon in Taurus in December. So a lot of beauty is coming into your life. Now you will find out time to focus on your health, you will focus on your beauty, you will groom up, but also you are going to celebrate your true value. You will now be more focused towards your positive side. You know you have something to give to this world, not just with respect to your skills or whatever work you are doing, but you know that I carry a loving quality, and I I deserve to be loved, and I can give love to others as well. I can do that. And you're just going to be so positive about your own self. That is the biggest gift which is coming to you. And you're celebrating your success. You're celebrating your value. You are appreciating your own self. See, no matter how many people tell you every single day that you are good, you are nice, you are very amazing, if that belief doesn't comes from within, it's of no use. You will never be satisfied. So, Moon is blessing you with that belief that you are amazing. You carry so much of a beauty, creativity deep within, and of course, finances will get better. So, the most important lesson for this year was appreciating your efforts. With Rahu Ketu axis in the first and seventh house, whatever you did, there was some kind of opposition you witnessed all the time. Any kind of idea, any kind of action or effort you took, people were not responding to it, people were not acknowledging it, or you have to face some kind of opposition in order to pursue something. So it's like you are speaking and people are not listening, or they're pretending that they are not listening to you. But Rahu helped you in following your passion. That fire deep within was so bright, so powerful, that you chased what you wanted. And Jupiter teached you to sometimes believe in your dreams, have a firm faith in what ideas you have. Maybe they're not happening just right now, you're unable to manifest what you need just in a quick way, but your dreams will be fulfilled. Something stopped you. It could be your responsibilities, or there was some unexpected delays as well, but Jupiter here wants you to give assurance that your dreams will be fulfilled very soon. You will be very much in action next year as well to accomplish your goals. So let's start with our oracle reading. Let's throw some dice first. So you have Moon in Pisces, fourth house. So I was just telling you, like, this year is ending on a positive note. It shows beautiful path, maybe a dream coming true. Maybe you want to focus on some kind of creative work, or you just want to leave everything and focus on your home right now, because Cancer rules your fourth house, and then Saturn is opposite in the 10th house. So there was more focus towards the work and the world and the society, but now it's time to take rest, focus on your dreams, like be in your own world, be in your sanctuary, and live your life to the fullest, and never stop dreaming. There's so much of love you are growing in your heart, and you're also attracting so much of love in your life. And of course there is confusion in relationships for sure, because Ketu transiting from 7th house, and like the relationships are not reaching to a certain conclusion, or there is some kind of commitment troubles here. But leave it to the time. This is what this placement indicates, and be in the current moment. And if you're getting success, enjoy it. If you love doing certain activity, enjoy it. So focus on such things which gives you happiness and which gives you more space, more better opportunities to grow as an individual. So chase what you love, and let's see what all doors you have opened this year. So it says, trust the universe. Intuition has wandered and led you astray. The timing's not yours, but the universe at play. So this is exactly what I was telling you with Jupiter in the 12th house. Just trust the divine. Trust that when your control gets over, there is a boundary. Like there is an extent to which you can do things, but beyond that boundary there are other forces which are in action and taking care of your things. So trust the universe. Jupiter in the 12th house in Pisces, and also it resonates with this, the like work on your intuition. You were getting away from your intuition, or you were too practical, you were too much into the material things, or you were just finding out more happiness through people, not from yourself within. So trust the universe and focus on your intuition right now. Then we have the three-eyed raven. As sunrise hits upon the dew, a messenger raven calls out with the news. Prepare for the unexpected. So this is not something negative, but it does show by the end of this year, some kind of important news is coming to you. The news which you were waiting for, but that news is completely different. Like it's not what you were thinking. Like, okay, a message is coming to me, some kind of help is coming to me, or opportunity is coming to me. You had that expectation, but whatever that thing is, it's different from what you were thinking. Okay, and yes, maybe it shows an important person bringing something big, a new opportunity in your life as well. So yes, some important information is coming towards you. For Taurus, well, this year is ending with a full moon in your first house in December. And this is so beautiful. With Rahu transiting from your 12th house in Aries, there were some struggles in 2022. Struggles with respect to expressing yourself. You were thinking, maybe my expression, my reaction will bring obstacles. People will get bothered because of what I have to say. So there is hesitation to say what you feel because there is a fear of disapproval or people moving away from you. Ketu in Libra in the 6th house. Deep fear of people going away, rejecting you, rejecting your emotions, rejecting your potential as well. So now, as moon is going to be, blooming and growing in your first house in December, I think the good news is, your soul message is that just be yourself. Do not fear to be yourself, because this is what you have to learn this year. And moon also is bringing a lot of glow on your face, glow in your finances, glow in every aspect of life. Like you're in the mood of celebration. Now you're not in any kind of fear, and you know what is important. Till now, like you have 10 things in your mind. I have to do this, do that, but by the end of this year, you know exactly what to do. You will have that map. You will create this structure. Okay, let's start from here and we'll do this and this later. So you will figure out now how to make a strategy. And Saturn has been retrograde in your ninth house in Capricorn for a long period of time this year. And you might have traveled a lot, not just a physical travel because of work, because of certain duties, or maybe higher learning, but mentally, emotionally also, you have traveled a lot. So there is exertion. Like, imagine the cosmonauts, like, this is a journey, like moving away from earth, traveling into space. And whenever I see a movie about the cosmonauts, I always feel, don't they get tired? Like, mostly emotionally, mentally, traveling away from home on such a long journey for such a long time. So here Saturn shows emotional and mental journey, moving away from your comfort zone, moving away from your own home, and discovering something so beautiful. Like, it will change not just your life but the people around you as well. So there was a lot of exploration, and you were doing this exploration because you want to give structure to your life. You might have made certain plans, like, okay, in the next 5 years I want to be like this, in the next 10 years I want to be like this. So there is a lot of preparation which you did this year, and trust me, this preparation is going to yield so much of success. And Jupiter was in Pisces in your 11th house. Jupiter has brought some unexpected things, especially with respect to the people, like finding their truth, like trusting someone, and then one day you realize, oh my god, this person never actually supported me. This person was just looking for a certain gain. That kind of experience was there. So Jupiter brought light to certain things. Of course, it created hurt, but it was important for you to know that truth, so that now you can know in the future how I must protect myself. There's a strong message of protection coming through Jupiter. And Jupiter in the next year is all set to move in your 12th house in Aries. So you must learn to protect yourself. And this is something which will help you with respect to your not just emotional and mental well-being, but financially as well, because people may drain your finances because of that. So now let's focus on your oracle reading. Let's roll on the astro dice. Okay, so you have Mars in Capricorn, first house. Very clear message that this year you have learned to speak out. You have learned to focus on your strength, because how I was telling you, you were hesitating to speak because you felt that someone may get triggered. And there is anger which you have suppressed deep within. Now this anger is now transforming into a lot of courage, strength, and determination. Beautiful, beautiful. Now you are ready to be in your power. You were like, okay, now I don't care. I really don't care. I must do my work. I must now be responsible for my life. I must now step up and do whatever is required so that I can grow, so that I can be on the path which I always thought about. So there is courage coming to you by the end of this year. Let's see what all doors you opened in this particular year and what you have learned through those doors. Freedom flows. Okay. So as I said, the first thing initially, freedom flows. So you were the one who was not allowing yourself to do anything, to take certain action. You were the one who was taking away your freedom. Okay, don't hold yourself back from worldly freedom. Dream grand things for divine sacred reasons. So freedom is flowing to you, and you are ready, as I mentioned, with the Mars Capricorn first house, and also how the moon is blooming in your first house in Taurus. And then we have this draw down the moon again, moon in Taurus in December. The forest nymphs dance in sheer delight, singing soft songs. Find us in the wild, good night. Enjoy, literally. Speak to the moon, connect with the moon, and in your chart, moon rules the third house of courage. So let that beauty within you flow, let that courage in you flow, and do not be worried about anything. Like, just dance, let it all loose and enjoy your life, do what makes you happy, and do not hold your emotions. Okay, do not stop yourself from expressing. And there is so much of I do see creativity which you need to use. You're not letting your creative side to create something better. You're holding on to your creativity. So you're finding courage, and also you are you're really focusing on something creative. You're creating something. It's not about just work, it's about creating a routine, creating a life which you want, creating a better positive environment around you. So beautiful energy for you. For Gemini, the year of 2022 was about waiting and waiting. Sitting at one place, you're very intelligent. You know what's exactly happening in your life, why it's happening. Trust me, a Gemini doesn't know the answer to questions about their own life. It's not possible. So you know the answer, you know what's happening, but your ability to accept that situation, accept it, it's quite weak for you. Especially, Saturn going retrograde in the eighth house. You were stuck at one place, and your mind didn't allow you to move beyond that point. And now this year is ending, you will realize, or you have already realized, that some time was wasted. You could have done better. I'm not saying that you haven't achieved great things, you have, but you will have this feeling that I wasted some of my time because I was in the process of thinking, overthinking on a certain issue. I knew the answers, I knew the solution, but I didn't try to move beyond that situation. And it could be anything, any aspect of life. Saturn kept you stuck. And do not think further, do not think that you are the one to blame, because if you were stuck in that situation, it's because you were contemplating that particular aspect of life, and something came to awareness. Now you realize where you have to work the most. You have realized, and you're all set. You're already correcting that part of your journey. Some deep personality changes are happening, and they have happened already this year. And now, as this year is ending with Moon in 12th house in Taurus, beautiful. Still, there will be certain remains deep within you about the hurt you have been going through, and how certain things this year were not good. The memories are coming up again and again, but again with this full moon in Taurus in the 12th house, this is this is a great energy. Like everything is now getting more clean, that everything will be washed in your mind, and you're ready to grow, you're ready to bring abundance in your life, focusing more on your positive side, focusing more on your creative side, your innovative side. So like finding your own happiness, not depending upon others, because Ketu have given you many lessons this year, because of how it is transiting 5 places away from your first house, from your moon or sun. You were not looking within you for your happiness. You were looking outside, because this is the house which actually belongs to sun. So sun is the center of attention, it seeks attention. So you had Ketu here, so you were looking out for appreciation, validation, and the more you were looking outside, you got hurt, you got um, such situations where you felt guilty of something. Like there is guilt indicated with this placement, and it is not because of how you are, but it's a guilt about how others treated you, because this is a very vital house which talks about connecting with people, emotional stability, friendships as well. And this is a house of romantic connections as well. So there is something which is not right about your interactions with people. So there is guilt included here, and that guilt is throwing you out of balance. Whereas, with respect to your career, you have grown a lot. I know there might have been periods of stagnation, because how Jupiter is transiting from Pisces in the 10th house, that there were times when you were growing abundantly, and then there were times when everything looked like as if it's going in the opposite direction, not working at all. So there were periods of growth, there were periods of stagnations, but you know your skill. Jupiter helped you to know what aspect of your skill, your potential is strong and amazing. You know the right thing. It's just that now you have to work on it and make things much better. So now let's look into your oracle reading. Let's roll some astro dice. What you learned this year. Let's see. Okay, so you have Sun in Virgo, 12th house. Sun in Virgo, 12th house. So this again indicates a lot of hard work, a lot of hard work. And it could be anything, a dream you had. A dream you had, you worked a lot, your soul was yearning to achieve it, you're working hard towards it, but something didn't happen the way you were expecting, and it led to draining of your energy. A lot of your efforts, energy, hard work has gone waste. No, not officially it's gone waste, but it is your feeling, it is all in your mind, that the hard work I was doing till now, it got drained, it got wasted, and I feel lost. I feel really, really lost right now. This is your true feeling. But remember, whatever you did, it's not lost. And you will see a surprise. This hard work, it's bringing something amazing. Maybe not in the way you were expecting it to be. And there were many hardships with the authority. Someone who is older than you, or maybe a guardian figure, there is conflict or dispute, and because of that dispute, you were harsh on yourself as well. So, whatever hard work you have done till now, the dreams you have, you are working hard. This is what your soul is saying, that you are working hard, you are doing your best, and now it's time to take rest. Okay, it's time to take rest and let things unfold. Do not be too worried about it. Let's see what doors you have opened this year, what you learned through those doors. Okay, so the first one is deeper. You're not finished. You're not yet done. Dig deeper and deeper. The best is to come. Hold on, hold on. Such a beautiful card. It resonates with the Saturn transiting from your 8th house in Capricorn. You were digging deeper and deeper, and you got so tired that you were unable to see what you have discovered. But now you will realize what you have achieved, what you have acquired, that strength, that power. You were on a mission. I think you were on a mission of self discovery, and you did it very successfully. And again, this also resonates with the dice, sun in the 12th house in Virgo. And there is a need to hold on, hold on. You're not finished yet. A beautiful gift. Like, you were working in this zone, you're working very hard, and you're trying deeper and deeper to get some kind of a result, and you're looking here, but your success is coming from different directions. So it's like unexpectedly a reward will come from a very different direction. All right, now let's look into the other one. It's say the Jude's song. A reminder for even the most hopeless of lost cases. You can find peace within the strangest of places. So, this is again talking about a discovery this year. You made a discovery this year, maybe an activity or hobby, a certain kind of work. You learn something new. You find your new love this year. You will enjoy doing that particular thing. And you found that love in a very strange place when things were not good, when you were unhappy. And now you will cherish that hobby, that passion, that activity for life. That aspect gave you a rebirth. It could be anything, any work you like, any book you like you love reading books. It is helping you. You discovered great interest in learning about different cultures. So you discovered something which gives you happiness. When you were hopeless, you were completely hopeless, you found something. So focus on that activity or hobby. And this is also about that you will find your motivation. You will find your inspiration in a place where you were least expecting. So there's much more coming to you by the end of this year. For Cancer, the year 2022 was about fixing something. Had Jupiter is traveling 9 places away from your first house, your moon or sun, in Pisces, it shows a beautiful path awaits you, something incredible awaits you, and you are so near to it, so near to it. But you have to fix something. Something is not done yet. It's not complete, it's not over. And if you don't fix that, you won't be able to enjoy the future journey, or you won't be able to make the best of what is waiting for you. And this also shows your emotional state, how you are working on something but your mind is somewhere else. This might have been the theme for 2022. It's common for everyone, it's not like that. But for you, it is so true. Too much of it. Too much of being somewhere else, but your physical body is here, you're working on something, but you are certainly away from that place. It's true with Jupiter in the ninth house. And maybe this year you were just thinking about, when will the right time come? When will be my time? When will I be successful? And further, your major focus was on the world with two malefic planets in the Kendras, like Saturn in Capricorn, seventh house, and it went retrograde for a very long time. And then you have Rahu in Aries, your 10th house. So this talks about public, this talks about world and achievements. You were looking at the success of others. It's not that you are not successful. You are someone who is carrying a great potential. With these transit, people do see your power, they do see your success. I'm sorry for the background disturbance. I really can't help with this. So people have witnessed your power this year and what you can give to the world. There is great success, definitely. You have that potential. But you were too focused on the other people's strength and achievements. And there was a question, when will be the my time? When will be that event when people can see how amazing I am? Like, when is my lucky time coming to me or approaching to me? So it's that your luck, your gift, your blessings are just knocking at the door, but you're too nervous to answer that knock on your door, because Jupiter shows some kind of doubt. Jupiter in Pisces shows, should I open the door or should I not open the door? Will this opportunity be good for me or not? There is indecisiveness. And you must make a decision. Like, as this year is ending, you have to come up to a decision what you exactly want. Because when it comes to opportunity is definitely there for you. Maybe by the end of this year, or maybe the initiation of 2023, something big awaits for you. And you might not be expecting it, but that opportunity, that success is knocking. And if you want to make the best use of it, firstly, take a decision where you want to go. Do not be confused about your path. And then also resolve certain pending issues. It could be taking care of your health, it could be taking care of certain obstacle related to a relationship or finances, which needs to be completely settled down, because as you move forward in your path, that problem may block you. Further, you should be appreciated. I don't know if someone says this to you or not, but you should be supported and appreciated for the wonderful work you have done this year, because with how Ketu is in the fourth house in Libra and Rahu in Aries 10th house, you have done a lot of things with a broken heart. Like, deep within, things are not good. Your feelings are unstable. You feel that there is not enough justice in your relationships, not feeling emotionally balanced and strong. Yet you were in your power. You chose your power. You were focused towards your ambitions. You were much dedicated to your path. You never let that broken heart rule over your actions and your daily life. Like, you were constantly working hard. You were showing that strong, courageous face to the world. You were doing well, but the inner core was a lot imbalanced. And that needs courage, showing up for your work, showing up for your purpose every single day with such imbalanced emotions and very weak heart deep within, not being able to, by weak heart I just mean not feeling much happy, not much healed. So that is the gift That is the gift you have discovered about yourself. And definitely, there is a lot of inner work happening by the end of 2022. Now, really, creating boundaries with people, creating um, more space for yourself. This is what is happening. And we do have a full moon in Taurus in your 11th house by the end of this year, which literally means achievements. Success is growing, finances are growing, your desires are growing too, your happiness is also growing. Now you are ready to reach to the peak of your success, ready to touch the sky, to be more happy about your life. Your heart is slowly healing as you're attracting more abundance and more better friendships and relationships as well. So there is happiness coming into your life with respect to your money and also important connections. So let's roll the astro dice and see what message you have. Okay, so we have Venus, 11th house, Pisces. So, yes, I was telling you that there's more love coming into your life, and you will realize who is good for you and who is not good for you. And financial abundance is definitely there, and your that love like thing within you is growing. It's growing, growing, growing. And you're also focusing on things which you love doing. And this is attracting so much of abundance, not just about money, about all the comforts of life. See, Venus in Pisces. Pisces is a spiritual sign as well. So, spiritually, also, you are growing, you're learning to love yourself, learning to give value to yourself. So, that is a beautiful gift for you. And let's see what all doors you have opened this year and what you have learned through them. Okay, this just fell out. The art of life. Destiny. All right. It says, there's no sacred light in the aura of an invisible life. Be bold in your skin and let your love dance in sight. So you literally learned the art of life. You were doing your best. No matter what others say, you tried your best, you did your best, and you learned to live in this chaotic world. You were bold, and you're boldly working towards your dreams, and they will become true one day. So then there is destiny. One door closes, another opens for you. Let the plans of destiny unravel true. So, yes, something just got over this year. A door was closed, and this made you so unhappy that you disconnected from your own self. Very well, with the Ketu in Libra, fourth house, a door closed, and it was like so difficult to deal with that. It caused so much of hurt. But with that closed door, one more door opened. You might not have the realization of that, but yes, changes are coming. Changes are coming with respect to how you feel about yourself, and also a door which is bringing more balance in your relationships. As you have learned your lesson with respect to partnerships or love, now you know where you will grow. You know what kind of people you want in your life. And this positive change will help you to attract much better people, much better uh, relationships, much better connections in your life. And if you feel unloved in a certain environment, maybe it's your home, maybe it's the people who are actually like home to you, like family to you. And if you're not getting that respect or love, then let that door be closed. Maybe another door will open, and you will find your tribe, you will find your people who will appreciate you for who you truly are. For Leo, the year of 2022 was about interaction with the world, learning from people. No book, no rule, no nothing helped here. It's that practical experience dealing with the world which brought many lessons. That human interaction. It's because the seventh house was hemmed between two planets, two retrograde planets for a major part of time. That is um, Saturn retrograde in the sixth house, Capricorn, Jupiter retrograde in Pisces, eighth house. So it was you versus others, it was self versus what is not self. Okay, so there were challenges happening in the seventh house domain, and you have learned a lot. It could be through your clients, it could be through your business partner, through the marriage partner, any kind of person who is important in your life, with whom you are on a collaboration. There is everyday exchange of something, material things, love, affection, energy. And the sole message for you is, whomsoever you meet every single day, it might be a partnership, it might be a collaboration, working together. These people are your fellow travelers. They are not your destination, they are not the source of your happiness. You may meet someone, and there is this fair exchange of love, appreciation, fair exchange of skills, but with time, these fellow travelers will change. Nothing is everlasting, and every person who comes into your life, that person brings a lesson which you really need to learn at that particular time. And this year, a lot of people came into your journey, into your life, and they taught you something important, because Saturn and Jupiter, they're two great teachers. Saturn is about life changes, it's about your actions, the hard lessons of life. And Jupiter is this spiritual teacher who is also about growth, expansion, about the life force flowing within you. So health was also challenged here. So through your experiences, you have started to focus on your health, on your well-being. So that was your soul message. Not everyone you may meet is someone who will be there for you like forever. People will change, and you need not to depend upon others for your happiness. That is important. And with Rahu transiting from the ninth house in Aries, you have taken certain risks in this year. And I know there was not enough success with the risk you have taken. Of course, you have seen more opportunities coming into your way. There might have been success as well, but there are many more risks you have taken. There are many more trials or experiences you have gone through which were not easy. And it's okay if that risk didn't brought any kind of success or upliftment, but deep within it has developed your courage, it has developed your strength to deal with any kind of challenge. Like, you were transformed into a warrior who is ready to deal with anything which comes um, in future, and you will succeed. So you were in a preparation mode as well. And Ketu in the third house, you have been doing such beautiful work for yourself. Like, you were there's this cleansing happening deep within. Okay. um how can I explain? You're trying to wash away, you're trying to remove all that negativity which came to you through other people, through communication. Like someone's words really hurted you a lot, and you're washing away those experiences, you're washing away those feelings. So a lot of internal cleansing is happening for you. And it's just that now you need to take a stand for yourself. Like with Rahu in Aries, you're ready to take the risk, you're ready to, accept the opportunities. But deep within, there was some kind of doubt, there was not enough confidence on self. So if you have that confidence, your every act, your every action will be rewarding for you. So internal cleansing, spiritual work is also happening. And this year is ending with a full moon in Taurus in your 10th house. So this is about celebrating your success, and moreover it's about celebrating your dreams. You will realize that you are on the right track. You will be so happy with your own self. I think that is the biggest blessing to achieve in this journey. You will be very happy because here moon rules the 12th house. So you can see how your dreams are now transforming into reality. You will have this direction, you will have this door, you'll ultimately find this way which will help you to reach to your destination. There is a detour because you thought this way will go to your destination, but now that path is changed, but you are reaching to that same destination. So beautiful creative work is indicated, and you are celebrating your dreams. You will have more faith, you will have more focus on your dreams. Whatever ideas you have, you'll be a believer, definitely. Now let's focus on your oracle reading. Let's roll the astro dice for you. Okay, so we have Saturn, Capricorn, first house. All right. So this again shows a lot of work which has been done this year. It's not just about professional work, it's about work done for yourself, your development, reorganizing your life. And with Saturn in Capricorn 6th house, every obstacle you dealt with, it brought big change in how you approach things. There was some kind of reorganization required in your life with respect to your personality, and it happened. And I was just telling you a few minutes ago, you have worked a lot on yourself. Inner work is constantly happening, and with every risk you have taken, even if there was a failure, you have developed yourself. You have gathered a lot of strength, courage to face the future and to make the best use of the big changes happening in your life. Let's see what all doors you have opened this year and what lessons you learned from them. Okay, so we have distant dream. The distance calls your heart to roam free as you dare dream it, so must it be. So again, as I was telling you, with the 12th Lord Moon blooming and growing in the 10th house in Taurus in December, a distant dream is calling you. And if you have dared to dream about this, it will certainly become true. And you will find out the way. You will definitely find out this door, this path, because you are having that potential. You will find a way to fulfill. And this distant dream is so beautiful. Like, it may differ from one person to another, but this dream is so amazing. Like, you should chase this dream. It will be so worthy to chase. And the second door says, a note on love. Seek different seasons and enter into the unknown. When love is the focus, foundation, and goal, blessed is the body, mind, and soul. So, again, resonates with how the seventh house was hemmed between Saturn and Jupiter. There was a great focus on love this year. You have seen different seasons, and it's okay in the future as well. If you go through different seasons, we will meet different travelers, and you are loved. You are definitely loved and blessed. And there's more to come. There's more to come with respect to love. You have learned your lessons well, and I think much better things are waiting for you when it comes to love and relationships. For Virgo, the year of 2022 was about going back to school and learning certain skills. It could be your work skills, but more than that, it's about learning certain life skills. With Saturn retrograde in the fifth house, Capricorn, it took you back to certain situations, to that aspect of life where you have to relearn certain things. You have experienced it before as well, but then you are dragged to the same place because something was left unlearned. So it was a revision class. And I think for Virgo, 2022 was also about healing certain wounds or looking into such issues which are very unfixed and difficult since you were a child, because fifth house is about the early life. It is about your own children as well. So many of you have learned something from your children as well. And it's also about discovery, self discovery, because this house originally belongs to Sun. So here Saturn helped you to find out ways through which you can do something constructive in life, something which you are really born to do. Like, this is your purpose. So you have worked a lot with respect to your emotional stability, fixing certain issues which were left um, um, unfixed. So healing has been a very important part for Virgo. And Rahu in Aries, 8th house, this has been chaotic. This has been very chaotic because there was this need to fix everything quickly. For this year of 2022, your soul message is, do not look back. Because there were times when you were looking back at your past issues, your past problems, of course, the unhealed ones, the unhealed emotions. And when we do that, we forget to see what's lying ahead for us. And Rahu has also caused problems with your ability to focus. Rahu in the 8th house in Aries. It's working in a dual way. On one hand, it's helping you to step up, to be in your power like a phoenix, emerging from the ashes, ready to work, ready to chase a goal, ready to fly high. There's so much of fire, there's so much of passion deep within towards a goal, towards a desire, and you're ready to do it. But Rahu also keeps you anxious, not being able to focus on one thing at one time because your mind is clouded all coming through sat in the past unhealed issues. So your soul message is, do not look back all the time. Sometimes you can, but not all the time. Otherwise, you will lose what you have right now. You do have something great with you, and you may even lose that. And you have learned you have learned so much about life. Jupiter is bringing that wisdom and knowledge for you, and Jupiter wants you to understand the two aspects of life. And what are those two aspects? Well, it's transiting from seventh house in Pisces, and it also rules your fourth house of domestic life, fourth house of home, fourth house of security. Jupiter says that you need to bring two things together, two aspects of life together. You cannot ignore any of them. Firstly, identify what makes you happy. Work on that. Build memories related to that aspect of life. Never reject what makes you happy. Acknowledge it and work on it. And secondly, also focus on how you are making other people happy, because Jupiter here in the seventh house wants you to give something, to share something with the world. Of course, it's like an exchange because this is the house of Venus. So, exchange of knowledge, exchange of your wisdom, maybe through teaching other people, interacting with them. Maybe you are guiding others. You have to share the gift you carry, the gift of knowledge, wisdom, the abundance deep within you, which can help other people to expand as well. And it's like chase your dreams, but also help other people to chase their dreams. And same thing is happening in your marriage, in your partnerships. Your dreams do matter, your emotions do matter, but you also have to connect with your partner's dreams, your partner's desires, because there might have been situations where you and this other person are two people who are poles apart with respect to desires and how you approach things in life. So, respecting yourself and also admiring the world, because this is the seventh house, admiring the dreams, the journeys of other people is also important. And you might have learned a lot from other people's journey as well, their experiences as well. And of course, Ketu was transiting from your second house in Libra, and there is disconnection from the known people, disconnection from something which was of very high value to you at a certain point of time. And now you are moving out from a secure zone, you're moving out from the familiar place to find yourself. There's risk involved. The Rahu Ketu axis is bringing some kind of risk or maybe insecurity in life. And once you deal with this insecurity, you're finding more strength in your life. You're creating your own secure zone for the future. Now let's roll the Astro dice to get an important message for you. Sun in Leo, second house. 2022 taught you. Okay, the time right now is 2:22 p.m. and we have the second house here. So 2022, again three twos, is about two things. You have learned these two things. Giving a lot of value to yourself, and also learning about other people, learning about the people who are very familiar to you, and acknowledging what they value in their life. You have grown beautifully in the marriage of second house. Like, you are important, and so is the family. So is your soul tribe, the people around you as well. It's like meeting your soul tribe, people who are familiar in many ways, and also your own family, the blood relationships, understanding what they seek from you, how you can establish a better bond with them. And for some people, there is pride. This pride which came in between your important relationships. There was ego, there was pride, definitely. And this is also about a great awakening, like how you want to live your life, what kind of habit you want to follow, the food you eat, completely transforming yourself, getting more healthy, getting more strong, working on different ways to enhance your finances. You're shining so beautifully. Whatever happened this year, it helped you to shine, to be this center of attention for the world. And you have done a lot for others. You have definitely, and people are looking at you and your value, how amazing you are. Now let's look into certain doors which you opened this year and what kind of guidance is coming through those doors. The first one is a distant kiss in a prayer flag. I wish of all wishes that you were here through sunlight and rain. I need you near. This is about a wish fulfillment. This is about a dream which you want to achieve. Okay, and you are in constant communication with the divine, with the higher power, whomsoever you believe in. There's this constant communication happening. We also have this sun here, sun in Leo, second house, but sun rules the 12th house in your chart. Beautiful spiritual growth is happening, and whatever you seek, definitely there is this wish. Out of all the wishes, there is this wish which is so important, and you are keeping that wish, you're keeping that intention in your prayers, and you are being heard. And this wish fulfillment will happen, something you need so much. Like, it's very valuable to you, and if you think it's not happening right now, keep it in the prayer, and your prayers are being heard. The theme over here is sun, sun, and sun. Time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords of pain fade as the sun's light burns. Again, it shows that moving on to a new chapter. It's a final goodbye, that sunset. That with that sunset, the pain, the experiences you witnessed that particular day, or you can say this particular year, as the sun sets, the final day of this year, everything is now being released, everything is going to fade away. The sun's light will burn away. That sun is shining bright, sun in Leo. So whatever spiritual work you have done, and also how you have realized your true strength, you will be in your full confidence, ready to just embark on a new journey, waiting for that new day, that with that sunrise starts a new path. And of course, the wish is being fulfilled. So that's for Virgo. Let's move on to the next sign. For Libra, the year of 2022 was about finding security. It could be finding financial security, work security, or finding such people, such situations, such places where you can feel more secure. You can feel as if you are at home. You are looking out for such things which are familiar to you so that um, life will become more easy. The overall theme was looking out for mental peace. And the more you're looking out for peace, the retrograde Saturn in your fourth house brought certain situations where you were being pushed to live in solitude, to be in silence, to be all alone, so that you can work on your insecurities. Because Saturn is bringing a soul message for you. This is the true message for you. You have the ability to work on your emotions, you have the ability to find answers. So, the soul message for 2022 is that you have the power to feel more secure, you have the power to feel more comfortable in your skin. Wherever you are, that place can also be secure for you if your mind is secure, if you are strong enough. So there is some kind of detachment in relationships. It could be family life, it could be anyone who was like a home to you, or there is emotional connection, but the detachment helped you to understand that you are responsible for your happiness. You have a lot in your hands, not depending upon others for your mental peace. This might have been the biggest lesson, and you have learned this lesson so well. And now, by the end of 2022, you're absolutely determined. You know that you can face anything. You have established a strong foundation for yourself. And even if right now there is a struggle in important relationships, especially I do see family issues, because we will be having a full moon in your eighth house in December, full moon in Taurus. So now you are moving away, you are releasing yourself from those bonds, from such people who are trying to have a control on you and your happiness, on your decisions as well. So by the end of this year, you will resolve those issues, especially the people around you, where there is emotional uh, connection, where there is um, a relationship, a very strong relationship. And you had three malefic planets in your Kendras this year. Ketu in Libra in the first house, then you had Saturn in the fourth house in Capricorn, and then Rahu in Aries in the seventh house. Whatever you have earned, whatever you have achieved, there was tremendous effort, tremendous. Even if there were times when you were exhausted, because Ketu in the first house in Libra, not feeling strong, not having that sense of balance. There is inequality somewhere which is bothering you. So you were not in the right balance, and still you managed to do a lot. And you should appreciate that. And these malefics in the Kendra houses really made you so strong. Like, you have tested your own limits, you have tested your own self, how far you can go, even with a broken heart, with a broken spirit as well. Sometimes there was broken spirit too. And more learning is coming through the people around you. Again, that people and relationships theme is very strong for you this year. And Jupiter in the sixth house in Pisces, it was also retrograde for some time. It has helped you so much. It helped you to link everything in life, to connect all the dots. It helped you to resolve and work on those issues which are not working for you. Maybe they are pending, maybe it could also be your health. Like, health is not supportive to you, so you were able to trace what's wrong with me, where I have to work. So, spirituality and also health was a big thing for you. You have been making a lot of changes, and this will give you very great results in the time to come. And with the full moon in Taurus in your eighth house, you'll unburden yourself from a lot of emotional blockages. Whatever was suppressing you, whatever was causing anxiety, it's all washing away, and you're renewing yourself. Now let's roll the astro dice to see any important message for you. Okay, it fell Scorpio. Okay, so we have Mars in 10th house. Mars in Scorpio, 10th house. All right. So, as I mentioned, there were a lot of insecurities, and especially with respect to career. But what you did, it was amazing. You have shown your power, you have shown your strength. You have survived, Scorpio. You were dealing with a major challenge coming through the 10th house, and you survived it. Maybe manipulation at the work front, manipulation, even from very known people. A lot is happening behind your back, and you were aware of it. So, a huge transformation awaits for you with respect to career, and your courage, your strength, your power, it's paying you great reward. Major transformation in career is happening. Maybe a new job, maybe the situation was not good, it will get better, and you are rising like a warrior. Now let's see what all doors open for you in 2022 and what does the each door has to say. We have destiny and a stranger's grace. So let's see. One door closes, another opens for you. Let the plans of destiny unravel true. Absolutely. All the time you have been in solitude, you were alone, even there were people around you, still you were alone, and you felt that I'm losing something. Something is missing from my life. In fact, I see that whatever I had, it's dissolving, it's going away, but no. There are much bigger plans for you, and yes, you have opened one more door. And even if you're feeling that, oh, there is no hope, there is a lot of hope. You opened a new door. And the last one is a stranger's grace. This one is my favorite message. I don't know why. I have always loved this message, this card, and it says, ego feels the sudden danger, but never underestimate the kindness of a loving stranger. So again, that fourth house theme, Saturn retrograde there were fears. You were afraid of sudden challenge, because that sudden challenge will disturb your balance. It will disturb your peace. It will be like a threat, and you were avoiding threat. So it shows that even if some people, like the loved ones, the known, were like a threat to you, but there will be also such people, maybe you don't know them, but they will be so helpful to you. So do not lose trust. Do not lose trust. If you have met um, difficult people, you might have also met the good ones, and you will continue to meet. Like someone is helping you out of nowhere unexpectedly. So, a lot of grace coming to you through others. So, that's how 2022 is ending for you. For Scorpio, the year of 2022 was about relocating into a new place. It could be moving away from home because of work, maybe finding a new home, or maybe it's just like what we do with the plants. You just uproot them from one place and then you put them into a new place. Like going out of the comfort zone, going to unknown territory, going to unknown places, unfamiliar places. And there was this fear whether I will be able to sustain there or not, will I be able to grow there or not. So you have been working because Saturn is about career too. So I do see that your career or your duties took you to a different place. And even if it's not a physical place, it's like um, being at such a state of mind, being in a situation which is very unfamiliar to you, and your courage is being tested. Third house is about the courage and how that courage keeps you motivated, it keeps you forward, and you have strengthened yourself so much. You right now you have Rahu in Aries in the sixth house, Ketu in Libra, 12th house, and this axis also brought so many lessons for you. Especially one specific lesson is that when you're constantly trying one thing, one path, and it's not working, the door is not opening, then you need not to sit there and wait for it all the time. This is how the Rahu Ketu axis worked for you. You reached to a certain block, like a deadlock. Now, what will happen next? And it could be any aspect of life. You reach to a deadlock, and with this, you have to find out a new way. Like, okay, stop here, it's not working. But Ketu is like, okay, let's go to some unfamiliar place, a stranger place. Let's begin. Why are you so fearful about this change? Stop, but also begin now. That kind of situation. So you have taken a risk, you have taken decisions at the last moment, and this is all for something big. Right now, you're not looking at the bigger picture of this, but something big awaits in this process. And the biggest soul message for you for 2022 is about celebrating your life. Like, there are times when you look back, and when you look back, extract the good and the bad both. What was uncomfortable to you and what was good for you? What did you learn from that uncomfortable situation? Jupiter retrograde in the fifth house might have brought certain people back to you as well. It could be friends, it could be romantic partnership, it could be just a very well known person coming back to you. These people were lost, their memories were fading away, and they came back. Or something triggered that memory connected to them, and you have resolved that. You have resolved and healed that part of life. In 2022, healing has happened, and Jupiter helped you in this. Whomsoever came back into your life, you were like, okay, I am not interested anymore. I learned my lesson so well that I need not to go back to that same situation. I don't want to go back. Okay, everything is fixed now. I'm healed. I moved on. That kind of healing Jupiter brought for you. Like it showed you your past, but you're like, okay, hey, I'm good. I'm done. So you have learned to celebrate your life. And even if there are certain bitter memories, they will not bother you. They will not bother you at all. And Ketu is helping you with your spiritual journey in the 12th house. Amazingly. When you feel that something is not right about a situation, you need to write in this period. You need to keep a journal. When you feel something is not right, there will be some kind of guidance coming to you through your intuition, through your thoughts, through your dreams. Write it in a journal, and you will find your answers. You will find your way, and you will also get some signs which will help you to look into your future path, especially with respect to your finances and relationships. Now let's roll the astro dice to see any important message for you. Okay, so we have Ketu in Capricorn, 10th house. Okay, so this does show some kind of struggle in the career path, or simply it shows withdrawal from responsibilities. You can do very well in that aspect of life, but now you feel overburdened. A lot of burden is there, and you want to move away from those responsibilities. The end of 2022 is about going away from a certain structure, a rule, a norm that, oh no, you have to do this. You must follow this. This is what others are doing, so you also have to do. There is no escape. You are moving away from that. I don't believe in this rule. I don't believe in this um, aspect. So, moving away from that serious energy, moving away from that depressive vibe, moving away from any kind of burden given by some authority. This is going to happen. Now, let's see what all doors you have opened in 2022 and what you have learned through those doors, or any important message for you. Okay, so the first one is yes. Kiss the ground and touch the sky. Your soul is set now to leap and to fly. So, what I was telling you, Ketu is a major, major influence here with in the 12th house in Libra. Things are not in balance. What you feel, it's really something is out of order for you, and you don't want to carry that burden. You know that that is not your responsibility to fix. And whatever dream you have, the answer is yes, yes, yes. It will be fulfilled, and you are ready to fly. You're ready to move in a great direction, moving so fast. And then I was telling you how retrograde Saturn in the third house was testing your courage, it was testing your efforts. So, freedom flows. Don't hold yourself back from the worldly freedom. Dream grand things for divine, sacred reason. So, maybe this is about Saturn moving into your fourth house in Aquarius, and now you are really ready to pursue your dreams. Now, nothing is holding you back, and you were the one who was holding yourself back, and you're not doing this anymore. You will be more free with respect to your mind, your emotions, and you're ready to take a major step in your life. And you have a full moon in Taurus in December in your seventh house. So relationships are now getting better. You will be valued, you will be respected, and better emotional understanding will happen. For Sagittarius, the year of 2022 was about looking beyond the current situation, looking beyond some kind of situation which is not transparent. You were dealing with something where you didn't know what will happen next. Lack of clarity, so much of confusion. How Saturn went retrograde in the second house in Capricorn, the vision was blocked. And what it was constantly trying to tell you is that you can go slow for now. And this has been the biggest lesson. This is your soul message that you did very well. The patience which you showed this year, it was amazing. You have learned this ability to focus on the current moment and take all of your time to work on something, whatever your plans are. And I do see how Saturn is in the second house, and four places away from that is Rahu in Aries in the fifth house. A decision is pending, or maybe you want to work on your finances, but you have to wait a lot. There's a period of uncertainty with respect to investment, or you want to learn a new skill so that it could make you make your finances better. So whatever you are doing to make your finances better, it's working very slowly and it is making you anxious. Or it could also be that there is this relationship and you want to transform that relationship into maybe a solid partnership. You want to start with a family, and this is something which is going very slow. You're not sure about it, you're not getting enough clarity regarding that. So there were times when you were not being able to see beyond a certain situation, and that's okay, because this was your lesson for 2022. Understanding that some things may take time, and when it is taking time, this means that yes, it is very important for you to learn something there, to wait for it. And when you wait for it, you will get new insights, you will get new information about that, which is important for you, for your security, for your happiness. And Rahu transiting from fifth house in Aries, this has been a challenge when it comes to your emotional happiness, your emotional state, because you went quite impulsive. Like, there are times when you're smiling, you're happy, and there are times when you're angry, you are in rush, maybe even crying. Emotions have been a roller coaster kind of thing. And whatever is happening right now behind the scenes, you are beautifully creating something. In that impulse, in that anger, or how others are triggering you, you don't know what masterpiece you're creating right now. You have polished your skills, you have learned many new things, but you're looking on the other side. Oh, that other side is more green. You're not focusing on what you have, the better things you have. So whatever you have done, whatever you have practiced, it will bring wonders. And there is disappointment from people, from your network. Either you are being underestimated, or you're not getting what you're giving to your people with Ketu in Libra. For some people, it could be also financial distress, but this distress won't last for a long time. More is coming to you, more than what you were expecting. But there is inequality. People are not treating you right, or whatever you are doing, it's taken for granted. And it's okay. It's okay for now. Focus on learning to live by yourself, trusting yourself. Jupiter is also telling you the same thing. In Pisces, fourth house, it has been retrograde for a while. So, the year 2022 was all about looking back and then looking forward, looking back and looking forward. Your mind was doing this all the time. Now you are completing one cycle. Jupiter reaching to Pisces in your fourth house. This marks the end of one cycle for you. And from here starts a new path where there will be new people, where there will be new dreams, new hopes, new ambitions, and a new source of life, like a new source of happiness, a new source of inspiration. Something is coming into your life which will keep you inspired constantly. It will keep you excited. Oh, wow, I need to do this. I need to work on this. This makes me so happy. That will become the reason to wake up every single day in pure excitement and joy. And Jupiter is also asking you not to not to be so overwhelmed regarding a certain dream which never got fulfilled. Of course, there are a few things which you weren't able to achieve, and Jupiter here shows the cycle is complete, and do not constantly look back. You're wasting your time, you're wasting your prosperity, the prosperity you have deep within, that ability to create wonderful things, that prosperity, that quality you have, that quality of expansion you have. So now a cycle is getting over, and it could be also like leaving one place and moving on to another. It could be a new partnership, moving into a new home, a new place, and this will be so life changing for you. Now let's look into, and also you have a full moon in Taurus in your sixth house. So this is going to be a blessing. This is going to help you to focus more on your health. You might have ignored your health this year because of the burden coming through family, the burden coming through financial responsibilities. Now is the time to give a treat to yourself. A treat to yourself means a better lifestyle, better habits, taking care of yourself, your emotions, your physical body, and yes, starting with a new regime, a new pattern when it comes to your habits and your daily life. Now let's roll some astro dice for you, and let's see what important message do you have. Okay, you have Rahu in the fifth house. You already have Rahu transiting from the fifth house, but here we have the sign of Cancer. So Rahu in Cancer, fifth house. I just told you, emotional state. Okay, there are times when you're crying, there are times when you're laughing, there are times when you're in anger, there are times when you're so focused towards your work. Emotions, a roller coaster of emotions, and this also shows very much concerned about your romantic partnerships. Like, you don't have any idea where it is going. What's the future of this partnership? What's the future of maybe not even if a romantic relationship? What's the future of my particular investment, a work investment, a financial investment, my hobby, whatever I was learning till now? What is the future of that? So there is anxiousness, and you are also seeking emotional security in your relationships. It's very important for you right now. Much concerned, almost in a state of fear what will happen. So do not worry. I think you will find your answer. You will see, things unfolding in the future. With Rahu in the fifth house, do not rush to make a decision, especially with respect to relationships. Do not rush to find answers very quickly. Let's look at what all doors you have opened this year and what messages are coming through those doors. So we have a cure for longing, secret sketches. Okay, a cure for longing. Love is happiness, a spark inside. Live deliberately and choose boldly, then you have arrived. So you are longing for for someone or maybe a goal, finding, and that thing will give you so much of happiness. But this card also says that, see, this is your lesson to also, celebrate that spark which is within you. If you want something, bold decisions needs to be taken. You have to be courageous. You cannot again do that game looking back and then looking forward, looking back and looking forward. Definitely you're longing for something, and for that you need to step up and work towards it dedicatedly. Then we have the secret sketches, wander and seek the familiar and the friendly kind. Draw memories in sketches for others to find. So, this is again indicating finding such people, finding such things which are familiar to you, like finding home away from home, doing things which makes you happy. If you are worried a lot about finances, it says that also not just that aspect of life is important, but also work on creating memories. This is the biggest asset you will create. Beautiful memories of travel, beautiful memories coming through your creative side, connecting with people who value you and you value them as well. And again, something about creativity, Rahu in the fifth house, focus on what you enjoy doing, and it will bring amazing experiences. For Capricorn, the year of 2022 might have been quite rough, very tough for you, because your first lord was retrograde for a long period of time, and the lesson which you have learned this year is about understanding what all things you can control and what all things are beyond your control. Like, you have to release control. There are certain parts of your life where you are trying too hard to make things happen, because you are very strong, you are capable, so you were like, okay, I must do it. I must give my 100%, more than 100% in fixing this thing, in doing that work. But in return, you were losing your emotional balance for that. And also, the health was getting impacted. Physically, also, there were a lot of issues, feeling drained, not being able to stick to a certain routine. Saturn created those issues because um, what your soul was learning here is to surrender, or simply let go the need to control everything all the time. All the aspects um, should be in my hand. Like, I am the one who will decide what will be the result of this, how this thing will take a shape. I will decide. I want to control the outcome of something. It could be work, it could be your personal life, like how you want to create your foundation, it could be relationship, it could be a future project, something you always wanted to do, and now you are doing it. You're working towards it, but sometimes things go beyond control. And the biggest blessing for this year is you have attained so much of power, like you have no idea about it. That suffering or the crisis you dealt with, that constantly fixing your things, constantly working hard, through this, you have attained such a strong potential, you have developed great patience, and this is now going to give you a great gift on a long term basis. And with this, you have also learned to be thankful. Wherever you are right now, you must celebrate that. You must cherish that. You will be having a full moon in Taurus this December. This year is ending with a beautiful full moon in your fifth house. Cherish what you have attained, celebrate who you have become. No matter how small or big that success was, celebrate it. And there's also emotional healing taking place. I think with Saturn in the first house in Capricorn, this transit, all aspects of life were challenged. Each one of them: finances, relationships, health, and also the biggest competition for you was you yourself. You were competing against you. You know your power, and then you were doing a lot to achieve. Like, okay, I know my ability, I know my power, so I must do more, I must work hard. And Saturn was making you wait for the result. It's still making you wait for the result. But I think as Saturn moves into Aquarius in your second house, especially for this ascendant, you will see that abundance coming into your life. And maybe you are feeling it right now. You are feeling minute changes. You can see those changes coming into your life, and you know that something big is coming, something huge is waiting for you. Like how people connect with you, how suddenly there is this opportunity waiting for you, something is happening. And like it's not normal, it's unusual, it's something like magic happening right now. So you will see big changes coming to you in the next year. And one more important soul message for you is that you must stand for yourself. It's always said that the Capricorn people, they're very focused on their resources, their career, they're materialistic. Uh, the entire focus is on climbing the mountains. But that secret about the Capricorns is they deeply, deeply care for the family. At least for the family, they are very worried. They're very worried about the stability about the family. So family life, um it's okay, like you're supporting other people, but the lesson what Saturn brought transiting from your first house, especially when it was retrograde, don't look back constantly. Your attention is being diverted. You're looking here and there because there's so many people who are bringing a lot of choices, they're bringing a lot of information, they're bringing some kind of advice or opinion, and you're looking everywhere but not standing for yourself, not standing for your truth. So you have to stand for yourself as well. That is a soul message for you, and you have learned this very well. Rahu Ketu axis in the fourth and the 10th house, there were struggles in the career path. There were. On one hand, you are passionate, you are also a bit impulsive about where am I going? Will I be able to fulfill my goals or not? And Ketu was bringing disconnection from work because maybe you're not being appreciated well, or you know what you deserve but you're not getting that position, you're not getting that power, because 10th house is not just about career, but it is also about where you stand in the society, what your power is. And you felt there's not enough justice for you, and this transit helped you to look deep within and find out what else you can do, what else you can improve about your skills, about your personality, about your mind, your thinking, which can help in your career path. So it was more of inner work, or it could be that the entire attention moved towards the fourth house, fixing your home, fixing the domestic front, fixing the state of your mind and how you think. Because your mind and your body, it is your home. So once you fix that, once you make that strong, 10th house will automatically get strong. You will have the power to work with those affairs, the 10th house affairs. So there is disconnection from the people this year. And of course, Saturn aspecting a house which is ruled by moon, misunderstanding in relationships. Like there's a deep, deep need to be emotionally supported, to be appreciated. You have done emotional investment this year, maybe in a work, maybe in a friendship, maybe in a relationship, and it didn't brought much happiness. There is bitterness because of it, and moon will dissolve that bitterness by the end of this year, and you'll be ready to look forward towards more beautiful and exciting things. And travel, do go on a long distance journey. Jupiter will bring so many rich experiences for you. There's great expansion of knowledge which has happened in 2022, which will be so beneficial for you. Now let's roll the astro dice. What important message do we have for you? Okay, so we have Saturn in Cancer, fourth house. So I was just mentioning how the entire attention went towards the fourth house, taking care of your emotional side, taking care of your mind, taking care of your security. Once you develop that, once you work on that, everything will be fixed. And as I was telling you, Saturn is aspecting a house which is ruled by Cancer, okay, the fourth sign. So again, emotional investment done in family bonds, in relationships towards people who are at home or with whom there is emotional intimacy, and like what you got in return was not enough support, not enough security, and it made you felt like something is wrong with you. No, it's not. It was a very hard lesson given by Saturn, that when will you start giving yourself that same emotional support and care? Try it once. Whatever you are doing for others, do it for yourself and see how your life changes. So now let's look into what all doors you have opened this year and what important messages or lessons you received. The Odyssey, inner power. Okay. Take in the beauty of country lands and botany, explore the wonder like a gypsy traveler's odyssey. So, 2022 has been a long journey. Though, it might have felt like This year went too fast, but emotionally it felt, oh my god, it's not ending. It has been such a long journey with so many experiences. With this message, I would say that every single day of yours in 2022 brought a lesson, and it was overwhelming. Like, I cannot even accommodate with what I learned yesterday, and today is there is something new for me. But these lessons, these 365 lessons, they have made you a very strong person, much learned person. And do not take these lessons so seriously, like you have to um, focus on it all the time, like a gypsy, or maybe I would say like an astronaut. Explore, travel, never fear the new experiences in your life. Again, that message is coming that you need to release control and surrender. Enjoy the beauty of life. Try every flavor. Try all these lovely experiences coming into your life, good and bad, bitter and sweet. Everything has a meaning here. So, like a traveler, you should consider this year of 2022 like a journey, a long, long journey. Then we have inner power. By your own command, you brought yourself here at this moment in life, and you have nothing to fear. So, it again resonates with Saturn transiting from first house in Capricorn. You have shaped yourself. It's not just a life which shaped you, but you have also created your own path through your determination, through your patience, your power. And now, when you are reaching to big things, do not fear, because what you wanted, it's coming to you, or it's just there, and you're fearful. Now, what should I do next? So, big things are coming towards you, and you must be in your power to grow, to accept those changes. For Aquarius, the year of 2022 was about hoping for a miracle to happen. Saturn retrograde in the 12th house, feeling as if something is beyond control, something is now beyond the reach to fix. And it has been a difficult time. It was not easy with this placement happening in the 12th house. Not expressing enough, not expressing what you want or what you feel, because there was a fear of being misunderstood, fear of isolation. So, a lot of ice. Like, how can I explain? There's something frozen here, something frozen in your heart. I'm not saying you're cold hearted. And it's like a build up of emotions, everything coming into one place. You're not releasing it, you're not saying about it, and this part of your heart, this part of your emotion is frozen, not trying to feel anything, not trying to explain anything. And I see that now that ice is melting by the end of 2022. You're releasing it by talking to other people, maybe traveling, through spiritual work. You are releasing and releasing because it has to go. Otherwise, you won't be able to start with a new cycle as Saturn reaches to your first house in Aquarius. That marks a new start for you, and a very amazing start, beautiful start. But there has a lot to be uh, released emotionally, like you're keeping things with your own self. And also, there was a lot of fog not seeing the bigger picture, not knowing what is next for you. And if something was hidden, something was not clear, it was for a reason. It was for a reason. This is your soul message. Like, if you haven't seen something getting fulfilled in this year, or you were clueless about it, what will happen next, and if you're still clueless, it's that um, it's not so important for you to see that picture, what's happening next. Because maybe something can change. There is scope of change over there. You're expecting one thing, but something other happens, and it might become a much bigger blessing for you. Or maybe you will get anxious if you see that next picture. You may focus on working on present. So something is hidden, but when it will be revealed to you, it won't be negative. It's just that maybe for now you have to work on the present, or maybe healing, because again, Saturn transiting from 12th house, a lot needs to be resolved before you move into a next chapter of your life. And I think the last 1 month of 2022 is about resting, being in a safe place, in a safe zone, working on your happiness, taking a big break from everything, every drama, every responsibility. I won't say this because some people will just may not like this, but it's really time to not be so overwhelmed about your responsibilities, and also detach from those. Like, you have to find your own sanctuary, doing things which you like doing, being in a place where you're comfortable. You have to do a lot of self-care. Self-care is also a theme. And one more soul message for you is, which is coming through your 12th house, is that you are being guided. You are being given a map. You are being given great blessings, and you cannot see them right now. Saturn does not let you do that, because it always works in a different way. Like, you will limit your beliefs, you will limit your own self, but big things are happening behind the scenes, because Saturn acknowledges the work you have done, especially the spiritual work you have done for yourself, how you have grown, how you have collected so much of wisdom within yourself. But where were you lacking? You were lacking in the faith you must have about your own self, believing in your capability. And now you're ready to be on that journey where there is more strength. And it's not just about that you will believe in your own self, but you are going to be this rebel. If you don't like this about me, it's okay. I'll just go my way. I'll just do what I want. So, some kind of magic, some kind of miracle awaits you, definitely. And this year will end with a full moon in your fourth house in Taurus, where moon is the sixth lord, overcoming the obstacles, overcoming such challenges where the main struggle was to find emotional stability, struggling with establishing strong emotional connection. You will work towards that, and things will get better when it comes to important people in your life. There will be more emotional understanding and more fulfillment coming into your life. And Rahu Ketu, they are right now in your third and the ninth house axis. Of course, Rahu has given great impulse and power to you. Now you are changing, you're more swift with your actions, you are dealing with everything more actively. So Rahu is helping to complete your goals. Now Rahu will help you to be more powerful, to be in your power all the time. So that is a great blessing of Rahu here. Ketu makes you a bit confused, especially when it comes to relationships. It is doing that problem. There is lack of clarity or lack of vision regarding what will happen regarding a certain partnership, a certain collaboration, maybe a romantic partnership, lack of clarity. And it's like something you are leaving into the hands of divine. Like, I cannot take care of this. Maybe it is also your finances. Now I cannot take care of this. Now I cannot manage this anymore. So now I'm leaving this to the future, to the divine, to the universe. Okay, you take care of this. For now, I cannot find any answers. I'm not finding any justice here. You seek justice in some matter, and you will be blessed with it. But there is a lot of restlessness associated to this. All right, so let's look into important messages. For that, we have to roll the astro dice. Okay, we have Mars in Pisces, first house. See, this year has been a long, long journey, struggling to bring two aspects of life together: practicality, spirituality. You have done great spiritual work. You have established that foundation, but also with this placement, a bit unsure about your actions, whether I did the right thing or the wrong thing. Where am I going from here? I am very positive about my life. I'm very positive about my power, my energy. What can I do with my talent? But where am I going? It's like you're not completing one thing and moving on to the next one. That might be the issue. So, this is a reminder that complete what's pending right now before you start with something else. Pending things needs to be completed. All right, and that is also the message of Ketu in the ninth house. Work on those issues which are pending. This will bring great mental relief because mentally you are stuck in something, looking back and then moving forward, looking back and then moving forward. So fix that so that you can now focus ahead, because this is leading to wastage of time and energy both. Now let's see what all doors you have opened this year and what important messages or guidance are coming through this. Okay, so the first one is trust the universe again. The 12th house transit and also Jupiter transiting through Pisces. Let me focus. Intuition has wandered and led you astray. The timing's not yours, but the universe at play. Absolutely what I said a few minutes ago. You cannot see what's forward, you cannot see what's next. And it's because the intuition is blocked. Again, that theme, frozen theme, everything is frozen, the emotions are frozen, not revealing yourself, not releasing what's bothering. So, intuition has wandered, your connection with self has wandered. Or maybe the intuition is saying something to you, but you're not listening to it anymore. And if something didn't work, the timing was not yours. It was not the right time for it. But a lot is happening behind the scenes, and you will see things coming to the surface in the future. Have faith and breathe. Okay, I don't know why this is getting out of focus. Okay, a moment's joy. Sand through the hourglass, yet time could stand still. A moment lasts forever in the bliss of the heart's will. So, this card is saying focus on the joyful moments of life. Any kind of happiness, a happy memory you have seen this year or even in the past, I think you will extract so much of positivity and energy from that positive memory. And it is also a promise that you will see more and more moments of joy in the future. Like, it's a reminder, why don't you focus on the happy memories? When you focus on those, you will attract more blessings, more bliss, more joy in your life. Focusing on the things which are actually working for you, which are giving you intense joy. Focus on those rather than what's not working for you. For Pisces, the year of 2022 was about learning so many things through nature. Now, either you have been so drawn towards the sky and the stars, like every day you noticed the pattern of stars, how they are arranged, and um, trying to have, that is the human nature. When we look at something, we try to find um, patterns, we try to see some kind of symmetry in that. So like you're looking into the sky maybe this year and establishing a strong connection with the stars, or you were drawn towards the water, oceans, lakes, rivers, strong connection with that. And these are the sources through which you have attained peace, you have attained a sense of calmness, happiness. And why you're drawn towards these things? Because subconsciously you're getting guidance. You are um, downloading a lot of information. You might not be aware of that. And this information is helping you to assess the current situation and also to prepare for the future. Jupiter transiting from first house in Pisces, it's a life changing time. Even if you were confused, again, that game, like, two fishes going into opposite direction, looking back and then forward, one step back, one step forward. This might have been the story, but it's also about closing certain chapters. And then the divine is guiding you in this process to cope with this issue of not finding enough closure, not finding certain answers or conclusions. Something is just hanging in the middle of the air and not finding the right solution. So, this might be the issue, but the guidance you have obtained, maybe by reading books or maybe by connecting with nature, the sky, it brought immense happiness deep within. And there were situations where you have worked a lot towards other people, a lot of hard work, even if uh, you were not at your best emotionally, physically, but you have done your best for the people around you. And this is your soul message. Whatever you did, it will come back to you. Whatever efforts you took, whatever kindness you have showed, everything will come back to you multiplied. You will be blessed with abundance. And one more soul message for you is coming through planet Saturn. There were difficulties in finances, or even if there was not a crisis, but there was something wrong with the growth, not happening very quickly, not reaching where you want to very quickly. So, the soul message here is, if things are not moving as fast as you want them to be, it literally means that there's a need to have a closer look on that aspect of life. And this is the soul message for you this year. This is coming through Saturn. If you want this thing to grow, something so important for you, which is the world for you currently, maybe you're missing something. You must take your time to look into that matter and see how you can improve it, how you can grow. Growth is the theme here. What Saturn is telling you, if you want to grow, growth takes time, it doesn't happen very quickly, and also you have to focus on everything. Like when you plant a seed, you have to see firstly whether it will grow in that kind of soil or not, whether it needs more nutrients, whether it will survive in that temperature or not, which will be the right place where this plant will be safe from animals. So there is a lot of care when you want to grow something, and then consistently you have to take care of it every single day. So microscopic view of that aspect is required. Taking care of every detail should be there, and that you are learning in 2022 to look into every minute aspect of life, or whatever you want to grow in this journey. And Rahu Ketu, they have been in your second and eighth house axis out of nowhere. There is this huge responsibility. Something was mismanaged at your home, and you were not initially aware of it, you had no idea, and when it happened, it's like it gave you a shock that, okay, I now need to take care of this as well. So it's about dealing with such responsibilities which came to you suddenly, like out of nowhere. You're not expecting this to happen. And I think Ketu in the eighth house in Libra is bringing so much of chaos deep within. Like people around you are not aware of it, but deep within, you're constantly analyzing. So it was about dealing with a responsibility which initially made you anxious. Like, how can I step into the shoes of someone else? Or I'm already having so much to do, and then there is one more addition, which is also very important. It's mainly connected to family and finances. Taking that burden, taking responsibility in this current period. And Ketu in the Libra in the eighth house, it shows many internal changes happening within you. And trust me, when Ketu leaves this house, you will not be the same like you are today. You will learn to respect yourself. You will not depend on others to feel happy or validated. Big lessons coming through relationships, very big lessons. And you are learning the truth of some people. You're learning a lot about yourself. Now, finally, you are looking at that part of your life which needs correction, which needs rebirth, which needs healing. Venus rules the third house of your chart, and there's not enough effective communication with the loved ones, especially. Or like you are looking for certain answers, but the significant other person is not giving you enough clarity about the situation. But the truth will be revealed. You will get your answers, and once you know that, you might have already got a lot of information. A shocking truth is being revealed. And now you're ready to work on that part of your personality which always look out for some kind of validation. And you're fixing it. You're fixing your wounds coming through people, coming through friends. And you have a full moon in the third house in Taurus by the end of this year in December, which is about better communication. It is about being with such people who are like minded, with whom you can celebrate yourself, your individuality, celebrating life, because Moon is the fifth lord. So, major celebration, happiness, and new people coming into your life. Now, let's see your oracle reading. For that, we have to roll the astro dice. Okay, so we have Moon in Taurus and in the second house. So, Moon in Taurus is the theme. This year, you have learned to value yourself. A lot of time was gone in taking care of the family, the finances, the loved ones, and maybe with this, you were not able to focus on yourself. You're not able to value yourself. And with the full moon in Taurus, by the end of this year, you are cherishing, you are celebrating, you will work on your looks, on your beauty. You'll also enjoy some delicious food. So there is celebration, there's more happiness and growth coming towards you. Now, let's see what all doors open for you and what important messages or guidance is coming through these doors. Okay, we have forgive and forget, a ritual cleansing of pain and lies. Arise and awaken, see a new sunrise. So again, I was just telling you this few minutes ago. Ketu in Libra, 8th house. There is a need to forgive and forget. Some harsh memories coming through the people, through the loved ones, a lot of pain deep within, which needs to be released. And you are working on that healing, that cleansing. That cleansing will lead to rebirth. So you are going to be more healed, more happy, and more strong for the next year. You are now letting it all go, because the more bitterness is there in your heart, you cannot work and focus on other things. So you're like, okay, I need to let this go because I won't be able to focus on my life, and I have a lot of good things to do. Then we have passages, spiritual signs of inclination. You're walking through the passages of your transformation. Again, the 8th house, and also the first house, Jupiter in Pisces. Beautiful spiritual inclination is been happening this year, and you are walking through a passage right now. This passage might be very narrow. You're finding it very difficult to navigate, but the transformation has happened, and this is a very deep transformation. It's not something you can find on a physical plane, like, oh, this material wealth is coming to me, oh, I'm getting more popular. This is a spiritual transformation, and this will reflect in your confidence, in your strength, and how you take such amazing strong decisions in the future.